The School of Science and Technology is a tuition-free K-12 grade public school with a science, technology, engineering, and math focus.
That's right, and with more on what cool, innovative projects these students are working on, we have the principal, Abel De Leon, joins us, and also student Lillian Gonzalez. We thank you both for joining us this morning.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Now, we've heard a lot about the STEM program, but for those at home that aren't aware, tell us a little bit about STEM, what it stands for, and what it does.
Sure, so STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, and we like to think that we're a STEAM school. We add the A for arts as well. And so it's actually been considered some of the most important subjects going forward by President Obama and the government in general. Right now, those are the careers that are of the future, and we start our kids in kindergarten, and those children aren't going to be entering the workforce till 2034, and at that point, it will be basically STEM careers will be what there is out there. They're growing at a rate almost twice that of non-STEM careers.
Wow.
Wow. So how is this, hands-on classroom work different from, say, the regular curriculum that we're seeing in public schools?
Sure. So of course, I could tell you a big part about our curriculum is project-based learning. We call it PBL, and it really focuses on the STEM subjects as well. And so what we do is hands-on projects, sometimes literally involving hands, like when we work with Enable the Future and our children make the prosthetic 3D printed hands. But essentially, it's a way for us to have kids to learn things by actually doing, so they never have to ask the question, why are we learning this? It's very apparent in the real world type scenarios that we give them. And to accomplish that, we use our FUSE program, which is our newest addition to our curricular program.
And we actually did a story on that, what you just showed here, the prosthetic hand, very interesting, made with a 3D printer. You guys do all kinds of things just like this.
That's
Amazing.
right. So the 3D printer is one of the many projects that's available in our FUSE program that students like Lily are involved in. It's a student choice driven STEM system that was created by Northwestern University, and essentially what it does is it lets kids to choose what they're interested in from some of the hottest STEM careers in 21st century areas of knowledge.
You say choice. Now, when do they make that choice? Is there an age, is there a minimum where there's a cutoff?
Well, there's no minimum. We start teaching the basics of computer programming in kindergarten, so we start introducing them to that kind of stuff. We build up through drag-drop programming, Google Scratch, things like that. And then when they get to middle school in the 6th grade, we open them up to the FUSE program. And at that point, they choose from one of, right now, 26 different projects with 3 different levels. It's kind of a game theory setup so that kids get interested in it. And it's a way to basically get them hooked on STEM subjects, create a passion for it, so that they are enjoying what they're doing in school. They are really realizing that the things they're learning will help them in their future chosen careers. And it also really helps them to pick a pathway based on House Bill 5 nowadays when they hit 9th grade. Our students, when they hit 9th grade, won't think, well, what should I do? Biomedical engineering, a lawyer? I don't know. That's the FUSE program really help with that choice as well.
Okay, so speaking of future career paths, Lilianne, right?
No, Liliana.
Liliana. Liliana, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I think I might want to be an engineer.
An engineer?
Yeah.
Okay, and what are some of your favorite projects that you've worked on?
Well, I think my favorite one that I've worked on so far was a video game making one.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Supposed to fix a Mario level and then keep fixing, and it gets progressively harder.
Now, when you say fix,
video game.
I know, I'm so impressed. What are you exactly fixing?
Like sometimes it can't kill enemies or your health doesn't go down. And some parts of it don't work.
And you
So
guys
you
take
fix
care
the
of that.
glitches.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I'm impressed. I'm very
Sure.
impressed.
So that's exactly the type of STEM careers that are out there right now. We have an alumni that graduated recently and now works in cyber technologies, and he essentially does that for a living, where he works with softwares, corrects any bugs, and that's a big part of improving our technologies. And so by doing this in this game format where she's learning how to make computer games, at the same time she's learning how to find errors in code and correct those things. And those are going to be some of the biggest things going forward in this 21st century.
Amazing, amazing. So tell us, if we want our family members or our child to maybe be a part of this school, what do we have to do? Is there a wait list?
Sure, of course. That's a great question. Actually, right now we are in the open enrollment period. So as a public charter school, we're on a lottery system. That means that you do have to apply to our schools, and there is a waiting list. But if you apply right now, you get on that waiting list as early as possible. If you don't win the lottery, you do get called in the order that you got on that waiting list, should other people not accept their position. So if you are interested in kind of join in the SST family, you can go to ssdschools.org and you can register right there.
I think they will. I'm interested.
I know, right?
Kind of wish I did this. Yeah, absolutely.
You have
Thank
to
you
look
guys.
into it.
Yeah,
Very
of
cool
course.
stuff here. And thank you so much for being here. We're so impressed. You are the future. She's like, I don't know what to say.
I think she's starstruck,
yeah,
guys.
she's
We're big fans.
starstruck. All right, well, thank you so much, Mr. De Leon, for
thank
being
you.
here. And thank you very much for being here, Liliana. We'll be right back.